Happy Labor Day, everyone. This is Rose with the Budding Intuitive. It's Labor Day, right? So let's do some financial outlook readings, right? This is going to be a pick a deck. Pick a card, pick a deck. Choose the deck that most speaks to you. We've got Lakshmi, the goddess of good fortune and abundance in Hinduism. Don't let that freak you out. We're not going to sit here and worship Lakshmi. She's just here for good luck, okay? If you're interested to know more about Lakshmi, she's a fascinating goddess. And really, she's just here to support us in our financial endeavors. So what we're going to do is pick a deck and talk about the 5 quarters coming. So I'm gonna pull the energy for the next 5 quarters. So for the end of 2021, and then 4 quarters in 2022. Okay, so that's how each reading will go. We'll pull some blockages and some advice as well. So take a moment here, pick your pile, and we will get started, my friends. So this is deck number 1 right here. Deck number 2, that's this Light Seers deck. You may be familiar with it. This is the Souls on Fire deck right here. Deck number 3, Urban Tarot. Deck number 4, what is this one called? This one is called, especially if you're attracted to angels, this is called Angel Wisdom Tarot. So go ahead and maybe turn off the video, take a couple deep breaths, close the eyes. When you open your eyes, which deck is calling to you? All right, my pile number 1s, let's get started here. Let's start with, you know what, I know we chose this deck, but I also want to pull for you a couple cards here. I want to pull a prosperity card from Call It Baron Reed, just to kind of get an overarching energy for your, you know, and abundance comes in many ways. So Lakshmi, I was saying that we're using Lakshmi as kind of like our, she's just here, right, to help us through our abundance. And abundance, she's has like 8 iterations. So each goddess speaks to different areas of abundance. One is about helping people gain courage, strength in gaining that prosperity. One is about spiritual enlightenment and following that spiritual path. In fact, all of her iterations involve devotion to spirit of some kind. So whatever your highest source of wisdom is. But one of her iterations is around animals and using them to help with prosperity, but in a loving, caring way. Let's see. Let me see. We've got Adi Lakshmi. That's number. She's the first one, the first iteration. So Lakshmi. Just a quick background for you is that the root of Lakshmi is Laksh, to understand and know, or goal or aim or objective. So she's here to help us reach your goal, right? Your financial goals, your abundance goals. Because we know that abundance isn't just about money. We know that prosperity isn't just about money. There are other goals to be had, right? Goals around, you know, people who use, say, food to gain abundance. So farmers, etc. Or nutritionists, you name it, right? Gaja, that's the one for giver of animal wealth. Santana, traditionally prayed to couples desiring children. So there's a Lakshmi for abundance in children, having children. Vidya, which is about knowledge or the truth. It helps guide intellectual development to attain prosperity. And then Vijaya, her first name, so this means victory, Vijaya, right? It's a significator of success, instilling devotees with hope and inspiration. So helping people conquer life's impediments. And I'm going on a little too long about Lakshmi, but I find her fascinating. I find that as we look to your abundance, your financial prosperity, where it is, where's it going. I've got an article on her iterations, and it's fascinating. If you want to know more about it, let me know in the comments, and I will send you some info. All right, all that so I could shuffle, right? I just wanted to get these cards shuffled as best I could till they said stop, till I was urged. So coming up for you is soulmates in the reverse. I really want to read the prosperity message for you on this one. So let's take a look at card number 41 and see what that prosperity message is. I'm really not worried. I don't really want to talk about love unless it's integral to your abundance and prosperity. You know, maybe you work with your mate, right? So let's see here. Prosperity message. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others, mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. Oh, okay. Pile number one, deck pile number one. It's about co-creation for your prosperity, working with others. So this is going to be our overarching energy for your prosperity message. Working with others, collaborations, and that could be with somebody you love. It is a soulmate card, right? So maybe you want to work with your love partner. Maybe you want to work with, but soulmates, right, soulmates can be family members, soulmates can be friends, soulmates can come from any part of your life. So it doesn't have to be a love relationship per se. So let's just suffice it to say you're co-creating with others, including spirit, right? Including spirit. So let's see what we got here. One more shuffle, and we can start laying out. Now remember, I'm going to lay out five columns. This first column is going to be the rest of this year, the rest of 2021. I am going to pull a card from underneath the deck to give us a little further information about what's going on in your subconscious. What's going on in your subconscious is, and since that soulmate card came upside down, it is a 5 card. When we add it's a 41 card, so it comes to 5 in numerology. 5 is around change and challenge, and 7 is around working with spirit. You've got in your underlying subconscious, in the unknown, whatever you want to call it. We've got the card of victory and move forward movement in the reverse, meaning so maybe you're feeling stuck right now. As far as prosperity is concerned. Now your prosperity shows up in, what does prosperity mean to you exactly? Maybe that means having a great family life so that you can do the thing you love the most. It's so many different things, right? It can be anything. But think of prosperity not just as how much money you make, but as, think of abundance as everything in life, right? Ooh, I think we're going to see if we could use LAKSHMI to hold your card. Ooh, cool. Sorry, LAKSHMI. I don't know disrespect. There we go. She's going to help us. She's going to help us out today, I think. Okay, Rose has lost her mind on Labor Day. Sorry. Rose has lost her mind on Labor Day. All right, let's pull these cards. Let's get started. You're like, let's go, Rose. What's wrong with you? So the first quarter we're looking at is the end of 2021. So the rest of this year, the 6 of Swords in reverse. Lovers and soulmate showing up. So you might be working with your romantic partner. So we'll see how this plays out. First quarter of 2022 is the Lovers in reverse. The second quarter is 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Third quarter of 2022 is 9 of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Wands is our last quarter of 2022. So let's zoom in a little bit talk about these cards. Do I want to go ahead and lay out the second row? That's a good question. Do we? The second row. No, let's talk about this first. Let's go here first. So hold on, I want to write something down. I want to timestamp that little conversation around Lakshmi so that people don't get mad at me. All right. For the rest of this year, Six of Swords in the reverse. So something you're holding on to, and this is mental, right? This is intellectual. Usually in the upright, we're walking away from those things that don't serve us. This is in the reverse, hanging on to something a little too long. So what is it, right? There's something holding you back here in for the rest of this year. Something keeping you from moving forward. And it's right, it's mental, it's intellectual. So it's feeling very difficult right now, it seems, in this last quarter. Not something I really want to tell you for the for the rest of the year, but it's what's showing up. So some difficulties possibly for the rest of the year. You might need to reach out for help here. There might be a need to reach out for help, and maybe that's very difficult for you. You may be resisting any change within your financial status. Finances, but abundance, prosperity. So you may be carrying some baggage from your past here into the future, financial future. So we'll get guidance, we'll get blockages and guidance. So that very much feels like a blockage already. So resistance. There's resistance towards the end of the year, towards change, towards letting go of things that are burdening you, and maybe up in your head about it, because this is the Swords card, right? For the first quarter of 2022, we've got the Lovers in reverse. So feeling out of balance around the thing that you love to do. This is your finances. So you may be feeling off kilter around finances in the first quarter of 2022. Again, this is not something I really want to tell you. It feels a lot of stuckness here. A need for balance in your financial sector, and I think you're working on it. You're working on leaving things go. And, if we want to talk about, since the soulmate card came up as your prosperity message, and you have the Lovers card showing up here, just because we're doing our financial outlook, that doesn't mean that you aren't dealing with some love situation that is affecting your finances, right? So is there some soulmate twin flame showing up in your life that's causing some imbalance, right? Remember, this came in the reverse. So let me go ahead and read let's read the protection message as well. If you are involved, if romance, some kind of soulmate connection is causing your financial outlook to be a little rocky, let's see what the protection message is. An important relationship brings you to your knees. Oh, ick. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and your old stories that don't serve you well, your well-being, enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn. Even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable, the question is not why did he or she do this to me, but rather what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror. You will only be changed for the better. To help you learn. Yeah, anytime we have a karmic soulmate, it is around learning lessons. So maybe it's intertwined with your financial outlook here. Let's move on. So that's first quarter. So a little bit of disharmony, a little bit of imbalance, and a little bit of hanging on to past burdens, possibly. Financially speaking. So a little bit of struggle here. Second quarter of 2022. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June. 8 of Pentacles. So you're going to be honing your skills in the second quarter. You're going to be working hard on something you love. Third quarter. July, August, September, right? Yes. 9 of Cups. A little bit of not quite making it to your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment in the reverse. Maybe feeling a little disheartened, a little disillusioned. I've been working really hard. I've overcome some imbalance and some baggage, yet here I am still feeling a little nine of Cups in the reverse. So feeling a little like your fulfillment around money is not coming to fruition, and feeling a little, so there's a little delay. You're not manifesting as fast as you want to manifest. Right? And then we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse for the last quarter of 2022, October, November, December. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Why is she showing up in the reverse? Well, we'll get more information about that. But, she's the queen of taking care of the self. In the reverse, maybe some risk needs to be taken in that last quarter, and you're maybe a little afraid of it. Maybe there's a lack of self-honesty. But it's time to build your self-confidence here. So I feel like in this third quarter, your self-confidence is a little bit rocky, right? And kind of just gotta stay the course here. It's asking you to stay the course here in December because it's been a rocky road. You've been working hard here, not feeling fulfilled, still feeling just not quite getting where you want to get here, right? Let's get more information. So let's get some clarification. So what is going on in the rest of this year, the rest of 2020, that is causing a 6 of Swords in reverse, please? Can you give us what the block is? Courage is showing up. A need to tap into your courage, right? There's a need for courage, a need for strength. When strength shows up, you're going to be tapping into your strength for the rest of this year to move forward. And that makes sense because you're struggling a little bit here, right? A little bit of struggle going on, mental struggle. For the first quarter, what is the blockage, please? Again, Knight of Swords in reverse. No forward movement towards your goals. We're going to get some advice too, so hang on. Let's get the rest of the blockage out, and then we'll talk about advice and what is unknown to you, okay? So for the second quarter, please, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, working hard here on letting go of some not good work habits. Temptations to... Can I get another card on the Devil, please? Can I get another card on the Devil, please? Why is the Devil showing up here? What temptations or bad habits, bad behaviors, mindsets are showing up for? Okay. It's your anxiety that's blocking you. mental anguish, worry. You're worried. So that's showing up as the devil. Your worry showing up as the devil because you're not staying present. You're not staying present. All right, let's keep going. I'm sorry, pile number one. You're having a hard time here, and I do want to help. So let me see what I can get out here. So for the third quarter of 2022, you've got judgment, self-realization, and awakening of sorts. So some enlightenment around this feeling of just, you're not happy with you're not getting what you've been trying to manifest, but you're coming into a knowing. You're coming into some type of understanding here. And forgiving yourself. Yeah, definitely tapping into spirit here. What is this Queen of Wands in reverse about for the last quarter of 2022, please? What is this? What is this Queen of Wands? Why is she in the reverse here, please? Ooh. Queen of Wands, because you have, again, Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You don't feel as though you are independently abundant. And that's what you're seeking. You know you've got the talent, you know you're badass, and yet you haven't quite made it. So that's, and again, this is a lot of mental anxiety. Spirit is trying to come in here in this third quarter to share some enlightenment. So let's get some advice. Let's move back to the rest of 2021. Oops. You got two major arcana coming out here. Can you see? Sorry, I do not have these high enough. Sorry about that. Do not have these high enough for you to see them all. So I want to see the full picture here. Devil showing up as just it's your thoughts. It is definitely mindset and possible negative thinking that needs to be addressed. You may already know that your mindset is an issue here. So for the rest of 2021, you're trying to manifest. You're gaining strength, and you're harnessing your strength, and you're harnessing your magical powers to manifest the life, the abundance, the prosperity, the financial outcome you desire. Let's see what's going on. Or this is the advice. The advice is use your manifestation skills. Use your positive thoughts towards what it is you want, what you desire here. What do you desire? And write it down. Write out a manifesto for what it is you want the rest of what you want the 2022 to look like for you. And it's going to address, oh, here it is. It's coming out major sideways. So it could go either way. In the first, so the advice to me for you is gaining enlightenment, getting a different perspective on this disharmony, this lack of forward movement towards your goals. So first and foremost, really seeing, really feeling what it is you want to manifest. What do you really want? I think it's asking here more than just strength. You need to harness your passion around and your magic around what it is you truly want, and gain a new perspective here in the first quarter. In the second quarter, we've got King of Pentacles showing up, and that's great. King of Pentacles is showing up, and let's see, working hard to hone your craft, so blockages are your mindset, thinking I'm working hard, excuse me, I'm working hard, nothing's coming. That's why it's showing up as the devil. Devil is control, right? Devil's around control, so you've got to control your thoughts. Choose your thoughts wisely around this and stay the course. Spirit is trying to get through to you. King of Pentacles. So this is a great card. This is your advice. So they want you to manifest wisely. They want you to gain a new perspective around your prosperity, your abundance, your being able to embody. They want you to embody this King of Pentacles, this feeling of solidity, this feeling of loyalty, this feeling of I can start a new business so they're asking you to get out of the fear and into the confidence of a King of Pentacles. He knows how to handle money, so there may be a need to understand your feelings or beliefs around money. Okay? So there may be limiting beliefs around your abundance here. All right, so for the third quarter of 2022, one card, please, just one. For the third quarter of 2022, please, we've got saving. So they want you to, so this is usually the card, again, a card of Pentacles, right? 4 Pentacles, holding on, but saving. Actually, I see this as saving, and you may need to work on your finance. Again, I think there's some mindset issues around lack. And there may be a real, so practically and in reality, there's a need possibly to save money, to be frugal in some way, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's only a season, it's only a quarter. This is just a quarter, right? It's just a quarter. And because you're starting something new, you're working hard up here towards something new, towards your wish fulfillment. Let's see what the final quarter of, just one card, please. Final quarter of 2022 is going to tell us. Let's see, it's been a little rocky, so let's see what happens here. Come on, 2022, what is the advice? Holy, that's too many. It's like 10 cards. Please, one card. One card. Thank you. Oh, they're like, okay, here's your one card, woman. Came out sideways, way sideways. So when it's like that, it can be upright or reversed. So let's just look at it this way. Queen of Swords is someone who's discerning. They're asking you in that fourth quarter to be discerning, choose wisely, practically. You don't take anybody's shit, right? Look at you. You're looking forward into the future here. They're asking you to stay strong because you're embodying this Queen of Swords right now, or in that fourth quarter. Isn't that interesting? You know what? This is the first time I've seen this. There's a little tiny cup in the corner there, and it's blocked in. It's like there's a wish fulfillment is there. It just feels to me like there's a part of you that doesn't believe that you can attain this financial prosperity. And the advice is for you to stay strong, stay the course, stay discerning, stay decisive. Look to the future. Spirit is with you. See that? This is communication. Spirit is trying to communicate with you. So let's get some advice. What is some advice, please, for our pile number ones around prosperity, abundance, and their financial outlook? In the reverse. So this is like the overall advice for the whole reading. They're wanting you to have faith. They're wanting you to turn this card up. Or they're saying there's a need for joy here. There's a need for celebration, and there's a need for faith. That symbol on her back. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see the spirals on her. The tattoo on her back is around cycles. There's a need here for you to use your intuition and know, have faith, enjoy the journey kind of message showing up here. And I know it's difficult because it seems like you're going through a lot of difficulties. Anything else, please? What is unknown? What is unknown to again? What is unknown? So they're coming out in reverse because I feel like there's a resistance to belief. There's a resistance to believing that you can have this celebration and this happy life. See, both of these are cards of celebration and joy. They're asking you to tap into your gratitude for what you do have and to find some joy somewhere. Because it seems like it's been very heavy. It's been very heavy, and you're having a hard time seeing. See, with our Queen of Swords in that final quarter, it's like they're saying, there is joy to come. You're just not seeing it. You're having trouble keeping your faith here. Having trouble keeping your faith here. What is unknown, please? What else is unknown here? That it's coming. You got 2 pages showing up. No, I'm sorry. You got a Page of Cups and you got the Knight of Cups. So an emotional offer, an emotional opportunity to both cups here. What is unknown to you? Wow, Page of Cups and Knight of Cups. So this, and maybe this is this is a financial outlook, right? But this is an emotional, these aren't emotional cards. What is unknown to you? An emotional offer of apology, a Knight of Cups. This is probably this may be someone coming in. Someone may be coming in with an apology around something that has to do and affects your finances. Let's get a timing card. If this is a person, what is the timing? And I'm willing to believe that there is somebody coming in. So Pentacles are slow moving, right? So this isn't someone wanting to come in and work with you. So maybe this is around so one scenario that I'm feeling here is maybe you had a falling out with a business partner and they're coming back in. This is unknown to you, and they want to apologize. They want to make an offer. They want to work with you. It's interesting. Can you tell us more about the Three of Pentacles? More about it is a new option, a new opportunity coming in. In the reverse, you're not seeing it coming. Again, you're not seeing it coming. They're just confirming that you don't see this coming. Wow, that's different than I expected this outcome. That's wonderful news. So it's been rough, right? I can see it's been rough. The advice is really trying to shore you up here because something is coming, some type of, let's see, who is this coming in? What is this? Can you give us more information? I'll see if anything wants to come out. It may not. Can you give us more information about who is coming in, please? Obviously, our viewers, okay, nothing's coming. Nothing, oh. Yeah, it's just more energy of waiting for this person to come in. So And you may have some boundaries up around you, around this person. There may be some mystery, unknowns. Oh yeah, so it may have been something that hurt you. This whatever's coming back in, it looks like they're coming back in for an apology to talk to you, to extend something emotional towards you, and work together with you. Wow. I wanted to get another card for you, just a mindset card, just to see what comes up in your mindset. Okay, let's just do a couple shuffles. I think I know mindset's probably going to be, yeah, I'm not going to guess. Let's just pull a card. Let's just pull a card. Some unknown offer coming in. Somebody wants to work with you. You don't know. You just don't know. You do not know. So this is a card. Here's your mindset card. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? This is that magician showing up, right? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. So a very clear message. Because remember, the advice for the rest of this quarter of 2021 was the magician. To think about, to manifest the life you desire, there's a need to think about what you truly want. And I think this just kind of puts an exclamation point on it. There's power in your desires. I love this. I love this card as your final card. All right, thank you, pile ones. Comment below. Okay, pile number twos. I am firstly going to pull a card around your prosperity message to kind of to see what the overriding theme for you might be. Let's see what comes out. In pile number one, I read both the prosperity and the protection message because it did come up in the reverse. So let's see what happens for you, pile number twos. Let's see what's going on for you financially, in abundance, and prosperity-wise. All right. Co-create, my friends. Co-create. I want you to co-create. And that's a number 40, so that's a 4. 4s are about creating a solid foundation, co-creating with spirit, with others, the life that you desire. So let's see. Let's find out whatever. Let's let Lakshmi hold up your card here of co-create. Because what better card to get but with Lakshmi than co-creation, right? All right. So we're going to play out five columns, yes. And each column will speak to a quarter. So the first column is around the rest of this year, the rest of September, October, November, December, and then the first quarter of January. The first quarter of 2022, January, February, March. Second quarter, April, May, June. Third quarter, July, August, September. Fourth quarter, October, November, December, right? All right, so let's see what comes out as a general energy for each of those quarters, and then we will get blocks, and we will get advice as well, okay? Blocks and advice. I do want to pull a card from the bottom of the deck and just see what comes up as what's in the subconscious right now is Knight of Wands, not moving forward towards your passionate new beginning. For some reason, something's stuck. So let's see. 4. Ooh, where are we go. For the rest of the last quarter of 2021, you got the Tower, which means sudden change, right? Cool. I actually love change. I embrace change. I don't know about you, but to me, change means evolution, growth. So that's how I see the Tower. And some people see it as really scary. If you're very afraid of change, well, maybe it is scary, but let's see what happens. Excuse my throat chakra's acting up. Another night, a Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which in the upright is slow moving. So we might have some movement in your first quarter here. So hang on. Let's see. Second quarter, 2022. Queen of Cups. I like it. We'll talk about it once we lay it out. In your, like it, Ten of Pentacles. In your fourth quarter of 2022, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And even though it's in the reverse, I like seeing the Ten of Pentacles, right? We're talking about prosperity and abundance. And that's fourth quarter of 2022, Nine of Swords, a little anxiety there. Not always a bad thing, because maybe things are going well, but there's a lot of challenge. There's a lot to do, possibly. And that's the kind of message I'm getting, even though we haven't gotten there yet. Let's talk about the rest of 2021. Sudden change. And we're not going to know more about this until we get some more cards. So I did it differently last time. I'm going to try something different on this one. Instead of reading the blocks and then advice, I'm going to read block, advice, and see how that flows. That might flow better. So let's pull a card on the rest of 2021 and what this sudden change. What is block? So this is the blocks. This is the blocks, the row of blocks. There's some type of conflict or competition. This could be internal conflict around this change, right? Could be internal conflict around this change. So a block around the change is your own conflict. So if that's a block, what is the advice for the rest of 2021, the last quarter? Oops. Oh, gosh, one card, please. That's way too many cards. One card. What on earth? Your energy is really like, whoa. I like what flew out there, but I want one card. If it wants to come out, that's a brand new offer, right? One card, please. Just one. Your energy is really like flying all over the place. Well, here's why. Conflicts showing up in your blocks. In your advice, we've got Ten of Swords. I'm wondering if this is still blockage. I feel like this is still talking about blocks. You're releasing some pain. You're moving away from some, oh my gosh, Rose. Some cycle. Walking away from a very painful event that was very conflict-oriented. There was conflict and there was pain. Okay, let's just put it that way. What is the advice? What is the advice, please? What is the advice for the rest of 2021? And the advice is High Priestess in reverse. If you are not listening to your intuition, this is a nudge to listen to your intuition. Do we need, let me see if I get any. Lots of knights in your reading. I was just trying to get more information about this Ten of Swords and competition. So some communication around truth, some inequality here, some imbalance around some movement forward, some communication. Something's got you stuck here, and your block is really, it's around, the feeling here is, okay, so it's the truth around your own worth, right? Maybe there is some self-worth issues here. You don't feel good enough, experienced enough, strong enough, smart enough. You don't feel like you're worth the truth about your forward movement has to do with you believing that you are worth the money you're making, worthy of, it's trying to come out, I swear, worthy of abundance. Your block is you don't feel like you're worthy of abundance. It finally came out. There's a lot of conflict, internal conflict and pain around this. It's a self-worth issue. It's a self-worth issue. Your block is around self-worth. So let's talk about the first quarter of 2022, the Emperor. So something that was slow moving is moving forward. The blockage is maybe you're trying to, there's some type of really controlling energy showing up here, the Emperor. It's usually, the Emperor showing up here, right, is interesting to say the least. Stubbornness. So there's kind of a stubbornness here around some forward movement around money. What am I missing here? I feel like there's something I'm missing. What is going on with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, right? What is going on with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse? You are definitely focused on the coin, right? And that may be part of what's like this over control, because maybe you're learning about your worth, right? And the blockage is letting go of the control around feeling unworthy. This is not coming out right. My words aren't coming out right. Let me get another card. Can you please help me explain better this King Emperor? Woo! You got a mouthful there, girl. I was asking them to help me explain the Emperor in reverse. And it is exactly what I was saying. There's some control, there's limiting beliefs, there are temptations. And so gaining clarity around what your demons are. And this isn't religious, right? This is about what limiting beliefs, what behavioral patterns, like self-worth, is like feeling not worthy of abundance. So your blockage is, and I think not only is this, so we got both cards. We got the blockage and we got the advice. The devil is about control, and it's sitting on top of the Emperor in reverse, which is all about a little bit too controlling around money, something around money, gaining clarity around your own self-worth, around money, and your limiting beliefs around how you feel about money is showing up. So they want you to listen to intuition, and again, gaining clarity with the Sun card. Interesting. Yeah, you're dealing with behavioral patterns that are holding you back in your prosperity and abundance. In the second quarter, you've got the Queen of Cups, right? She's the nourishing queen, nourishing self, nourishing others, has a lot of love to give. Second quarter, it seems you're embodying your self-care. You are in your blocks holding on a little too tight to the coin, but it could be a need because maybe you're being frugal. Frugality showed up in pile number 1 as well. Maybe there's a need to be frugal in quarter number 2 of 2022, April, May, June. And so what? It's 3 months, right? So if you have to be frugal for 3 months, cool, do it. What's the advice, please, for quarter 2, excuse me. Oh my. Stand in your integrity. So that raising consciousness card is an extra card in this deck. This is the Souls on Fire deck. It is you are ascending. Even though it's in the reverse, you are still There's, again, a card of clarity, gaining clarity around your ascension and how it's intertwined and tangled with your abundance. They're asking you to tell yourself the truth around your own spiritual path here, your own ascension, your own growth. Remember, I was talking about how that tower is more about growth and evolution? Well, that's what you're evolving here. And they're wanting you to see clearly that you are ascending. You're just not believing. There's a little bit of lack of faith here, a little, because you're not listening to your intuition, right? Oh, I'm sorry that you can't see these cards. That's my bad. I get so caught up, I forget. You're ascending, but there's a resistance to seeing the truth here, seeing the truth around your self-worth and behavioral issues. Those mindsets, it's about fear. Behavioral patterns are something that are ingrained in you as a child, and they have to be looked at and worked with. Got to gain clarity by looking at them. You got to face the fear, right? You got to face the fear. Third quarter, 2022, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Not feeling fully abundant here, right? But still a good card, I think, to have in this row. So let's see what's going on. You got the authenticity card in your blocks. You got the Ace of Swords. They want you to be so your block is maybe it's truth, it's authenticity, it's a brand new intellectual beginning showing up here, and it's a block. Again, this is around these past, this is around this mindset. So it's a lack mindset. It's a feeling as though you will never, ever be able to get your 10 of Pentacle abundance. Really gonna have to work with changing the mindset around abundance. And how does one do that? First, we got to take a look at how you view money and what is your relationship to money. So there's a possible that you feel that money is either inherently evil or corrupt. People who have money are corrupt. There's never enough money. I'll never make that much money. I'm not good enough to make that much money. I'm not worthy of that much money. There's the blockage is the blockage is that the truth about how you feel about money is your block. How you feel about abundance is your block. What is the advice, please? You've got a lot of choices, and there's a need for gratitude in knowing that you have a lot of choices. Sometimes when we get stuck, when we get stuck trying to figure out which one of these cups is going to be the one, we also fall into that mode of I can't decide I don't want to make the wrong decision here, which is the right decision. So as advice, they're saying, look at you are spoiled for choice. You have so many choices, so many ways to go. You've got so much talent. You've got so much to offer. Nine of Swords. What are the blocks here in fourth quarter 2022? Why is the fourth quarter having so much anguish, mental anguish? What is the block, please? What is the block, please? Very defensive and protective mode. Maybe overly defending your position around your mindset. Like in your energy, you're like, I don't have a mindset like that. What are you talking about? So maybe, let's see, can I get another card on this Seven of Wands? King of Pentacles. Being defensive, yeah, you're being defensive around your mindset. I feel abundant, I am abundant. What are you talking about? But you're anxious and you're defensive. What is your advice? Five of Swords in reverse, letting go of what feels like a loss to you. What feels like a lost, false victory to you. All up in your head in that fourth quarter. Can we get another piece of advice, please? Can we get another piece of advice on this Five of Swords? I don't like ending with the Five of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. So the seeds you're planting, they're wanting you to plant seeds here. Two sevens. Working with spirit. Co-create. They want you to co-create. I definitely want you working with others and working with spirit. Working with spirit. Working with spirit. These three cards right here, you got 1, 2, major, 3, I call this a major arcana too. Major arcana. In your advice, you've got listen to your intuition, gain clarity, see the truth about your limiting beliefs and how you're holding on to those limiting beliefs. The truth is blocking you. Your truth is blocking you from abundance. You're a little overly defensive here. My friends, you just got 3 sevens here. What's missing? 7 of Swords is missing. 7 of Swords is self-deception. So when one of the cards is missing, one of the sevens is missing, 7 of Swords is missing, self-deception is showing up big time here. You're deceiving yourself a little bit here, my friends. What is unknown for pile number 2, please? Page of Cups. An offer is coming in. What else, please? What else is unknown? What else is unknown? Actually, you know what? Pile number 1 got this Page of Cups as well. You might want to watch pile number 1. There's an offer coming in. Pages, it's maybe small, it may be in early stages, it's an emotional offer. Please, more information around this Page of Cups. Why? You're not giving me any more. You want me to switch decks? This is a deck I don't use very often, but I am being guided to use it. Oh, and that's why. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So some divine timing is keeping you stuck. But while the divine timing, who wants to hear that? More waiting, right? But divine timing means some offer is coming in. More information, please, around this divine timing. Healing. So some healing around your limiting beliefs and behavioral patterns around. So your beliefs around money are at the core. Your belief system around money, your limiting beliefs and fears around abundance are keeping you stuck. But some change. Tower has come in 2021. What's unknown to you moving in through 2022 is that there's some divine timing, but there's healing that needs to be done, definitely needs to be done around your fears. All right, that's it, pile number 2, except one thing. We're going to pull a limiting belief card for you, especially since limiting beliefs are so integral around our abundance and our prosperity. Change is coming, and it feels like a long time coming, and this healing process may have felt like it's been going on for a really long time. And at this point, I think you may be aware of these limiting beliefs, but maybe not so much either. Maybe you're denying them, holding on to it's resistance. Resisting addressing the fear. Because they're asking you to listen to intuition and gain clarity all over this reading. All right, so let me pull this limiting belief card. Oh, this one comes up fairly often. What can I burn? I'd say what you can burn is your limiting beliefs and your narratives that have been ingrained in you that are no longer healthy for you. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Today's soul action. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Perfect. Burn those limiting beliefs, those fears, and I'm not saying it's easy. Please don't think that I am. I've had to do this same work, and I know it's not easy. But I do want you to co-create with Spirit. There's a need for healing. There's a need to sit quietly and listen to your internal nudgings, because they're powerful. Your intuition it's here. It's showing up. That there's a need in the end of 2021 to truly sit down and get some clarity and some truth around your beliefs. Okay? All right, pile number 2. That's all. See you on this other side. Thank you for being here. Hey there, pile number 3. You picked the Urban Tarot deck. I love this deck. It was digitally created, and there are scenes from New York and lots of what do you call it? Places in New York that are very well known, so you'll recognize them. But also this artist used people in their own lives that they've illustrated on the cards. Really great artwork, really urban, really cool. Right now I'm picking a prosperity message for you. Let's see what that message is from our Colette Baron reading. She's got a prosperity message, and that's what I want to read. If I feel it need to, if it comes in reverse, we will also read the protection message. So what's happening with our pile 3s in the Urban Tarot? These both want to come out. I'm sorry, I'm pausing because both of these want to come out. Flexible is number 19, which is a 10. And the exchange of gifts is a 27. That's a 9. So you got a 9 and a 10 here. Not a surprise, right? Not a surprise. So progression on your path to abundance. Let me quickly read the flexible. Let's see what flexible has to say about prosperity, okay? Even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it will look like, who will share it, and what will then be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself, this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little, enjoy the miraculous results. So a message of not being attached to the outcome of exactly what you think it's going to look like. Allow the universe to bring in something even better than you can even imagine. And exchanging gifts in the reverse. I'm going to read the protection message on this one. Come on now. Let's be cooperative. So 27. Let's see how it applies. 27? Yes, 27. Come on, girl. They are waiting for you. It's the only thing I don't like about getting these books. I can't ever find the message. Protection message. Be careful what you pray for, because you just might get it and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from it or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues that asks of you. If you want to become a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay, though, because Spirit will help you achieve your balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle it, but you can flourish as a result of it. Yeah, I like that message. So a message of so it's a message, okay, so this one's saying be flexible in the outcome, no attachments to the outcome, and be careful what you wish for. That's what, it's the same kind of, to me it's the same message. It's make sure, get clear on what it is you want. Write it down in your journal and on a paper, whatever, write it up in a Word document. But get clear on what it is you want. It doesn't have to be specific, right? But get clear on what you want, and then in the end, at the end of your manifesto, you're going to write this or something better, right? This or something better, allowing the universe the flexibility to give you the gift that you truly want. That feels like it's equal give and take, that you are receiving what you're worth in your prosperity and your abundance. I like this message. Now I see why both cards wanted to come out. Because the message, it's a lot stronger with both cards, right? All right, let's get going here. I like that message. So how I'm going to lay this out. The last quarter of 2021, so October, November, December of 2021. It's 5 piles. First quarter of 2022, January, February, March. Second quarter, April, May, June. Third quarter, July, August, September. Fourth quarter, October, November, December. We'll look at the energy of each month. We'll get the blocks. We'll get the advice, and then a final outcome kind of card, and more advice and limiting belief at the end. So. But first 2 piles have been very interesting. A little bit different than yours, which was, of course, right? A little different than yours. But if anything shows up in this reading that feels synchronistic, I will send you to one of the other piles. All right, maybe you live in the city. Maybe that's why you were attracted to this deck. Never know. Never know what attracted you. Maybe it was just the design on the card. All right, we're ready to go, my loves. So here we go. I am going to pull the bottom of the deck card just to get what is in your subconscious right now. Woo! Yeah, 9 of Swords did come up in pile number 2. In the, actually, I think it was their 4th quarter 2022. But this is your subconscious. In the reverse... So I can see this as you hanging on to some mental anguish. Or I can see this as you trying to let go. Either or, you know who you are. Whether you're holding on too tight, if you're in your head too much, they call this card cruelty, because it's cruelty to self. Because if you're not choosing your thoughts wisely, it feels like you're suffering. We create our own suffering with our thoughts. I'm a yoga teacher, by the way. Right? So in your subconscious, you may be hanging on to, you know what? Bear with me for a second. Sometimes, this book for this deck, their descriptions are a little different, and I want to see if there's a nugget here for us to pull out. Let yourself be guided by your heart and not your mind. Excuse me, hold on just a second. Yeah, there's the constant, your brain on overload, anguish about something. So we'll get more information. We'll flush this out. We'll flush this out with the rest of the reading. So we'll see what this anxiety is about. So anxiety around your prosperity, your abundance, and your financial foundation. I like this. Two of Pentacles showing up in the last quarter of 2021. First quarter, the Hierophant in the reverse. Going against social norms, possibly. Your second quarter, 2022, Three of Wands, Virtue showing up. Third quarter, 2022, Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. That's awesome. That's an awesome card to have in your third quarter. Independently abundant in the upright. You've gained. Oh, I love it. Your fourth quarter, Wheel of Fortune. I love change. I love when change shows up. To me, it's just growth. Growth. And I know it scares a lot of people, but look at this. I love this card. It's a, it shows up kind of dark and closed off. It's probably Coney Island or something like that if I were to read it. I'm not sure how Coney Island is doing these days. But change. It's changing, right? That's okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Rose. I don't mind. I don't dislike the Wheel of Fortune card in that fourth quarter of 2022. So for the rest of 2021, I'm going to go column by column here. We're going to pull a block and we're going to pull advice, and then we'll go from there. I'm probably going to need more room because these cards are humongi. One of the bigger decks that I have. So, my friends, your blocks for the rest of 2021. These are hard to shuffle there. Ooh, a block for you. Wow. That's interesting. Your block is coming up. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's talk about the Two of Pentacles. First of all, just keep jumping ahead of myself. I don't know why. Maybe that's your energy. You're like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen, Rose? Get on with it, right? Come on. Two of Pentacles, a choice. A choice around some brand new, emotionally fulfilling offer. This is a block, though. Showing up as a block is some brand new offer. Why is this a block? Let's ask. Why is this Ace of Cups? Because usually Ace of Cups is good stuff, right? Brand new emotional. And since this is a financial read, I'm going to keep it financial unless love shows up. Love showed up in pile number 1. Four of Cups showing up and Seven of Wands in reverse. So apathy is showing up. Lack of gratitude. A need for self-protection around this offer. There's some need for maybe you're not seeing an opportunity, or maybe you're protecting yourself from this, what appears to be an opportunity. It's emotional, whatever it is. There's a choice to be made around some emotional. One card, please. What is... These are the blocks. These are the blocks. The block is the need for some protection. Your cards are like a little bit... Your cards are impatient, so I have a feeling you're impatient. Your advice. Princess of Wands. Page of Wands in reverse. So here is our princess, our page in the upright. She's a fire eater. They call her the dancer. Okay. And then you got two, interesting. You got the princess and the prince of wands here in your advice. Whoa, I got to pull the book on these. I do. I want to see what's going on with you. This is princess, queen, prince of wands, princess, the dancer. The princess of wands is a burlesque performer in the middle of a fire dance on stage at a small club. There's been a revival of burlesque in New York in the last decade or so, with clubs all over the city hosted mixed gender performances. They incorporate humor and choreography and sensuality into a show that is sexy and fun while being far more inviting. She is full of lust and grace. She is seductive, enticing, and brimming with pure joy of living. It is wise to remind her. However, when you open the door for the Princess of Wands, you will face both the lady and the tiger. Lacking the emotional connection of water or the irrational inhibitions of air, the princess can be cruel and thoughtless too. Overindulgent. Her powerful stage presence draws you in like a moth to a flame. So that's that Page of Wands feel, right? That Page of Wands feel. That in and out energy, and it can feel very cruel to you. Yeah. And then the Prince of Wands. So you got two cards that feel to me like, I'm sorry, I was reading the book. I apologize. That's why I got quiet. As advice, it feels to me as though some emotional offer coming in is from possibly someone not so much in their integrity, someone who is in and out, who is not reliable, who uses sexuality as a tool to control, who makes fun of you. This is interesting. This is way different than the other piles. It feels like there's somebody. I can't wait to see what other cards come out. Somebody who may be attractive to you, and yet there's a need for protecting yourself against them. Their intentions don't seem good. They may be attractive to you in some way. I mean sexually speaking. So, okay, so since we're talking about our financial outlook, is it possible that this person is either somebody that you're in relationship or were in relationship with, someone who is bringing you a new offer, but you don't trust them? Or either you're in a relationship with them sexually and I'm sorry, this is not coming out well. I don't know why. Your energy is very frustrated, very impatient, anxious. Someone's messing with you. Feels like someone's messing with you and they're using their sexuality as a kind of a weapon, it feels like. They're using using your emotions. And even though it might feel like a missed opportunity of some kind, you're very wary. Or if you're not wary, they're asking you to be wary. I want to get another card. Can we get another card on the prince and the princess? They're not very nice to you, it doesn't seem. They seem like they're very not, and if it's not, I'm wondering if they're doing this to your face or behind your back. Nothing's coming out. I'm going to move on. Let's go to the first quarter. I don't like that for the rest of 2021. I don't like what this person's doing to you or this situation. Something's off kilter here. First quarter 2022, please. Blocks. They did want me to move on because this popped right out. 3 of Cups. Abundance. Celebration. See, that's why I like this deck. This one's called Abundance in this deck. This is 3 of Cups. Usually celebration, celebratory situation. Came in the reverse, though. So, at the top, we've got the Hierophant in the reverse. So some lack of commitment here in the first quarter. Some lack of celebration in the first quarter is blocking the situation. Why the 3 of Cups in reverse, please? No victory, no balance. Why the Three of Cups in reverse? There's something that's requiring your strength around feeling victorious in your finances. You're feeling very weak, and you're feeling very weakened, possibly by this situation here at the end of 2021. Some manipulative behavior has made you feel off kilter. And maybe so with the commitment card in reverse, with the Hierophant in reverse, maybe you're disconnecting from a group. If this isn't a person, maybe it's a group, an employer, someone you partnered with. Maybe you ended the commitment in the first quarter of, maybe you end the commitment in the first quarter. I gotta remember, this is moving into the future. Maybe you end this commitment with this whatever situation was. And it brings in a feeling of weakness around. So if you feel uncelebratory, like there is no abundance, you're losing your abundance. You feel weak around this lack of victory, because two cards of feeling non-victorious, non-celebratory. Okay, let's ask for advice. What is the advice, please, for this quarter? What is the advice, please, for this quarter? What is the advice? Because I don't like that. Oh, shoot-a-roni. That is so many cards. Don't like. Do you want me to take all these cards? I'm being nudged to take them. So let's see what we got here as advice. And maybe this is the advice for the rest of the quarters. Six of Swords. Got the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords right below the Six of Wands. So balance is needed here. Six of Swords is the card of walking away. So yeah, advice. So if this situation that has made you feel weak and non-victorious and non-celebratory, there's either been a lack of commitment here or an ending of a commitment. You are being guided to do it. So if you're vacillating, if you're not sure if you want to, if you're trying to hold on to some manipulative type, gamesmanship type of playery, like come hither type situation, the advice is to walk away. It's not serving you and it's breaking your heart. It's not serving you and it's breaking your heart. See how that's the heart at the center and the snake. There's some not so good, there's some serpent behavior, some manipulation that you need to leave behind. And it's this situation right here. This Princess and Prince of Wands. Page and Knight of Wands. Yeah, using their wands against you, kind of. Whatever that is, whatever that means to you. And that doesn't have to mean sex. It could mean they're just very like they've got that thing, they got that flair, they got that flirtatious way of being. This does feel like a person. It does feel like a person to me. So you let me know in the comments. The bottom of the deck is sitting the Four of Swords, and so it's telling me you need to heal from that situation. I'm going to keep these lined up under. I feel like these are the advice for the rest of your reading. So let's move on to second quarter, because I'm dilly-dallying. It's just your energy. It's very strong. Very strong. Blockage for quarter number 2 of 2022, which is April, May, June. Three of Wands in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse is feeling stuck, like you're not manifesting what you've asked for. Blocking you is maybe you've gone into this hermit mode, It's not in the reverse. So you're seeking wisdom here. So the blockage is as you feel stuck on your course, as on your path to manifesting the abundance, prosperity, and finances you want. It's kind of got you. So as you walk away, it's got you in this place of re-evaluating, going into hermit mode, going inward to find wisdom around this heartbreak. Because remember I said you feel, sorry, again, you can't see. So here, back here in the advice, it was saying, yes, walk away from this heartbreak, whatever this heartbreak was. And it doesn't have to be a love romantic situation. It can be a situation that felt very creative and passionately charged. Let's put it that way. Something that felt passionately charged. In the advice on quarter number 2 is 3 of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak. So it looks to me, it's like, look, don't lose sight of this. Okay. Why would your advice is heartbreak, sorrow. Can I get another card, please? Why would we want them to be sorry? Maybe they want you to feel it. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't feel your pain, who runs from the pain. Maybe there's a need for you. And these are 3-3. Do we have any other 3s showing up here? So maybe there's a third party situation. Okay. Lack of balance. They want you to bring you into balance by walking away from this heartbreak. And then we've got heartbreak in the very next row. You are gaining wisdom. Your blockage is maybe. So since this is a block, sorry, I'm like all over the place right now. I don't know if you're feeling like that right now. So let me get grounded. Possibly sitting too long in hermit mode. Feeling that stuckness, you are reevaluating. And you're being guided to it's almost like they're saying, make sure that this deception, manipulation, this passionately charged situation, it is clear. It's clear what happened. Be clear. And then I wanted more information on that sorrow card, that 3 of Swords. And we got the Death. And again, so we got... What's interesting to me is heart at the center of this card right here, the 6. Heart. This is about heartbreak, this 3 of Swords. So I want to look at this card for a second. Because there's a message trying to come through. See how they're in a bathtub here? Heart has been broken, the blood has been shed. Letting it all go. So the advice is how the swords are pointing to the drain, letting this past pain, it's time to let it go in this quarter. They're wanting you to let it go. Okay, and then and to put a nail in that coffin, the Death card. Death and rebirth. Notice there is a heart as well. So there is heartbreak here, whether I don't, like I said, I'm not sure that this was a love relationship as much as a passionate partnership of some kind in finances. Maybe it was just a partner that somebody you partnered with. And this could be same sex. Just saying, this is my deck around. It's got a lot of imagery around not gender. What would be the right term? So for example, we've got 2 women in the 10 of Cups, satiety. So we have homosexuals, we've got, so transgender, whatever you identify as. Maybe you chose this particular deck because you are possibly not heterosexual, okay? No worries. If that's not true, that's okay. It doesn't mean you have to be anything other than what you are, right? We are what we are. So Death came in to say, yes, let go of this heartbreak. It's time to move on from it because in the next quarter, you've got 9 of Pentacles, my friend. In the third quarter of 2022, you have got independent abundance showing up. Yeah, there was some kind of third party, I think, going on. You got 3 of Swords, you got 3 of Wands, you got 3 of Pentacles. What's missing? 3 of Cups. No, wait a minute. Is 3 of Cups here? No, that was the last reading. 3 of Cups is missing. Or am I wrong? Hold on. Maybe it was here. Was it here? Holy crikey. Holy crikey. Yeah, you have got all of the 3s. So for some of you, maybe some third-party activity caused this heartbreak. Very interesting. And it is still blocking you. 3 of Pentacles working together is blocking you. But they're really urging you in the second quarter to let go of this heartbreak. Working together. So maybe what's happened in the past is affecting your decisions for the future around working with others. And that's why it's a block. What's showing up in your advice is the 10 of Cups in reverse. Why is the 10 of Cups showing up in reverse? I'm going to ask that question. I'm just looking at the card. I want to look at it more closely. I want another card on that. Why? So your happiness is at the heart of this advice. Queen of Cups, taking care of yourself, possibly getting some, you might need help. You might need to reach out to somebody for help, because even though you're standing in your independent abundance, you're having trouble working with others, and you don't feel, so since they're asking you to self-care around your happiness. Self-care, and that could mean reaching out to somebody else for help. Your fourth quarter 2022. Wheel of Fortune, as I said, I like this card. This is an end of a cycle as well. So some change coming. Let's ask what the blocks are to this change. The Devil. Devil showed up in pile 2, deck number 2. Blocks around this change are, there's some control, so temptations possibly, inner demons, mindsets. I would like another card on the Devil, please. Why is the Devil here as a block? Oh, I see. Self-deception. I feel as though you might be deceiving yourself about this past situation. Or there are limiting beliefs, there's self-deception. Another card, please. Can you give me another card on this Devil and this 7 of Swords? What is this block? Hanging on to temptation. Oh, what on earth? 8 of Wands. Oh, communication coming in. Chariot and 4 of Coins. Oh my. So we've got the Devil, we've got the 7 of Swords, we've got the 8 of Wands, and we got the Chariot. This is your blockage. You've got 2 cards of forward movement and victory in a row. One is about fast communication, fast moving energy. And then the Chariot is about feeling not feeling victorious, and you got the Six of Wands in the reverse earlier, feeling not victorious again here in your fourth quarter. And there's something about control here, because the Devil's showing up, futility is showing up, power is showing up, trying to control. I think to me this block is around over controlling here the outcome. And I think, didn't we talk about in this reading, was it this reading? Yes, that's exactly it. The flexible card and the exchanging gifts. Letting go of the control of the outcome, letting go of the attachment to what your abundance is going to look like. Okay, whew, that took a minute for me to make that connection. Princess of Discs. So Page of Pentacles showing up here. So a brand new offer, learning something new. You're resisting learning something new. They want you to learn something new. They want you to stop resisting that in that fourth quarter. Anything else, please, on Princess of Discs, please? The kindergarten teacher. They want you to learn something new. And stop resisting. They're asking you to stop resisting that. They want you to gain some help as well with your happiness. Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords, the hacker. Knight of Swords, forward movement. Again, it's repeating what I just said. They want you to learn something new. They want you to stop resisting it in your fourth quarter. And they want you, there's all this resistance is keeping you stuck. Yeah. All right, let's end it here with a final limiting belief card. You know what? One card, please. Final outcome, please. Final outcome card. The Empress. Couldn't have a better. You're birthing something new. Just take heed of what was said here today. Okay, take heed, because you're birthing something new in the Empress. It's going to be amazing. Let's see. Anything else for the Empress? Anything else, please? You're birthing something new. This is good news. This is great. And almost, to me, it almost has a feeling of the Sun card, right? Very abundant, very prosperous, very fertile, right? Remember, this or something better. This or something better. Try not to hold on too tight to exactly what you want it to look like. Give the universe some wiggle room. Okay, nothing else is good. I think the Empress is where they want to end. I'm going to put a limiting belief card on the table for you. Limiting belief card. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yes, my pile threes are very impatient, very frustrated. Let's see. And we got, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? I think that very much speaks to self-care here, this Queen of Cups. Self-love. Growing our self-love. Here, let me hold her up here with you. And self-love, it's also around your Ten of Cups, right? It's around becoming emotionally fulfilled. Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. So it's also speaking to the heartbreak from here. Letting go of the heartbreak, letting that heartbreak go down the drain, putting an end to the constant feeling of heartbreak by processing, healing, doing what you need to do. It's a process, so I know it takes time. Today's soul action, look at yourself with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth, that you are infinite, you are loved, and you are already there. Beautiful. You are already the Empress. You're already the Empress. You're just working through some stuff. You're working through some stuff, and aren't we all? right? Aren't we all? Thank you, pile number 3s. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey, pile number 4s. That's your deck right there. I'm going to pull the prosperity card from Colette Baron Reed. Give us an overview of what's going on in your energy. Wow, I've got a card in reverse here. Don't mean that. Let us see what comes out from. Let us see what comes out here. Oh, these are flowing nicely. Sweet. One more shuffle. And let's see what comes out. All right. The Thinker in reverse. I want to read that prosperity message. And the TikTok card wants to come out as well. Feeling as though you're running out of time, financially speaking, in your financial outlook. That's more of a, come on, girl. I can feel your energy. Thinker in reverse. You need to take a step back, possibly. Sorry about that. All right, let's get this party started. 44 and 30. 44 is about, 4s are about creating stability, right? So you might be in analysis paralysis type situation with your financial outlook, right? So thinking has its place, but trying to figure out everything logically is not going to work right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest. Do something creative, exercise or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. So in the Thinker, they're saying, in reverse, they're saying there's too much thinking going on. It's getting in the way of you moving forward into your financial abundance, your prosperity. Okay? And with the TikTok card in reverse as well, we're getting this a lot lately, this card. 30, where are you? 32, 31, there it is. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such a capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine timing, appropriate timing. You can relax. Yeah, easier said than done, I know. Believe me. When you're talking about abundance, prosperity, finances, sometimes when they tell you divine timing, sister. So something is coming in divine timing, which is a fated, destined situation, right? So there's really nothing you can do about it, and thinking your way out of it isn't helping. It's not working, right? You got to get back into your heart. You got to get, and again, the message is to do something you enjoy. Meditate, exercise, get out in nature, get away from the overthinking. This could probably be my pile because I've been overthinking a lot lately around my own abundance. So yeah, I think I'd pick pile number 4 today so far, right? Lots of overthinking, and I get you, I feel you, believe me. Sometimes it's hard to get out of that overthinking, overanalyzing type of brain. Maybe you are an air sign like me. All right, we're good to go. So the first card I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck, it's going to be what's in your subconscious. Queen of Cups. Nice. Yeah, you're sitting in your chair of compassion for yourself. This is good. I like this as your subconscious. This says caring for others, but forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends. Follow your heart. Again, that same message of following your heart, getting out of. So you know that you need to follow your heart. You may not be doing it, right? I think that's what's showing up. You may not be doing it, but you know you need to. How's that sound? That sounds good to me. So we're going to have 5 columns and 3 rows. Each column is going to represent a quarter. First column represents the rest of 2021. September, October, October, November, December. First quarter 2022, January, February, March. Second quarter, April, May, June. Third quarter, July, August, September. Fourth quarter, October, November, December. So let's see what we got here for you. The rest of this year, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins. Loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive, plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details, wait for perfect timing, a guardian angel, or someone who watches over you. Okay. I love these cards. I love the little things they have on that I can read. Balance is showing up in your justice. So this is the Justice card. In regular tarot, it's showing up in your first quarter upside down. Self-control. Okay, I was just reading that. I don't want to read. I'm not going to read all these to you. I know you don't want that. I'm going to intuit the cards. I'm not going to read everything. Sometimes what I read is helpful. Your second quarter of 2022 is 5 of Wands. I don't dig that, but we'll get more information about it. What doesn't? What financial, prosperous, abundance path doesn't involve some challenge, right? So don't be afraid of that. 7 of Cups, lots of choice showing up in your third quarter, which is actually a good thing. Sometimes that can be confusion, but maybe this time it's just about a lot of choices. And then you're showing up as 9 of Pentacles in reverse in the fourth quarter of 2022. I'd prefer it to be in the upright, but we'll get more information around that because that's the independently abundant person. They're single and they got everything they need. In and of themselves, they are completely sovereign. So in the reverse, we'll see what that means going forward. So the second row will be around blockages. Third row will be around advice. So let's get to getting some advice on the rest of 2021. Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving energy, right? So talking about preparing and planning. So right now, in the last 3 months of this year, you may be planning for your abundant and what you want. What you're wanting in your energy is a solid foundation. That's a long-term abundance. You want to set yourself up for long-term abundance. It's taking some time, maybe longer than you want it to. But you know you got a plan for this. You know there's a need for a plan. So you're in planning stages, and then you're going to be able to move forward. What is blocking you right now? What is blocking you? I just had a panic attack that I didn't turn the camera back on. It's all good, though. All right. I did forget to write the time thing down, but who cares? I'll get it later. All right. Please, a blockage for the rest of 2021. These cards are not talkative. I have not had to switch decks for this part, but maybe I will for here. Spirit, do you not have a block showing up for the rest of 2021? Come on, these cards are hard to shuffle, please. Would you like me to switch decks? This is unusual because this is the first one. This is the first deck that's asking me to switch decks. All right, this came out. Finally, something came out. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So in the upright, 8 of Pentacles, again, you're getting the Pentacles card showing up. Learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar. So honing your skills, and it's a skill that you love. In the reverse, it's a block. As a reverse, maybe you're working very hard, and it's a block. Maybe this has to do with with the thinker card, the TikTok card and the thinker card. Maybe this is about overworking, overthinking, feeling like you're running out of time. It's like this, I feel that. I'm running out of time. I got to work super, super, super duper hard. I can't stop. I got to keep going. You're planning, you're working a lot, you're over analyzing. What is your advice? Now they're flying. Got 3 cards. And to move forward into victory, You got, oh nice, you got the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, but they're in the reverse, but I'm turning them up right here for a sec. So to move forward into victory, I want you to harness your energy, your passion, your creativity. In the reverse, they're asking you to harness your energy here. Let me see, let me look at this card. I mean, because look, you got this little like dragon thing here. It's like a fantasy. Yeah, they want you to harness your passion and your creativity and embody your Queen of Wands. They want you to you've got to harness your passion, your creativity here. And what that means to me. In order to gain your rewards from your passionate and creative endeavor, to be creative, right? I'm trying to formulate my words here. I'm trying to formulate the message. To be creative, we work with Source, right? And in order to work with Source, we can't be all up in our head. We got to be in our heart. We've got to be in our Queen of Cups. Or we've got to learn to love ourselves and to give ourselves time to work with Spirit, to be creative. Because when someone's painting, right, they go into this zone where they're co-creating with Spirit. So for me, this message is a need for you to get out of the thinking brain, which we already talked about, to do something creative. Do something creative. Maybe it's not so much what you're doing for a living, but something that will inspire you while you work on what you're doing for a living. Does that make sense? A need for creative connection here, connection with, and which means to me connection with Spirit. Working with Spirit to create something new. Ace of Wands, right? Ace of Wands, working with Spirit to create that new passionate thing. And all right, let's move on because we'll get more as we go. Balance is needed in your first quarter of 2022. You feel a little out of balance, or is this alchemy? Is this temperance? You know what? I'm sorry. I want to see if we're talking about temperance or justice here. I think it might be temperance. It might be temperance. The balance card. Yeah, this is alchemy. A need for alchemization, a need to balance out so there's an energy here of bringing several things together. An energy here of bringing things together, this creative endeavor here that we're talking about. You're bringing together all kinds of ideas to create this passionate new thing that will lead to abundance and prosperity for you. So you're alchemizing in the first quarter of 2022. So what are the blocks for the first quarter of 2022, please? What are the blocks? Oh, okay. Two major arcana showing up for you. Temperance and the World. So the World showing up in the reverse. The World is about infinite the World is about infinite possibilities. See the infinity sign above her head? Infinite possibility. Your block is you may be feeling restricted in some way. Maybe you're feeling restricted in some way here. This is an ending and a new beginning, but maybe there's resistance to the new beginning. A holding on. So this is the advice. A need to there's a tight hold that you have on some belief here. around what this thing is going to be. And remember, this all is pointing back to that thinker card. Overanalyzation. There's a need to let go. And this actually message came up, was it pile 1? Of letting go of the attachment to what you think the outcome is going to be for your creative endeavor that brings you prosperity. And I know that is hard to hear and hard to do because it's the unknown. You're like, well, what is this thing going to look like in the end? Well, they're saying let go of that need. Let go of the need to know. Okay, and I've never liked hearing that message. Never liked hearing that message, but you know what? That is divine timing. That's divine timing in a nutshell. Sometimes you are not meant to know. But to have faith, to have trust that everything's going to be okay. You got 1, 2, 3 major arcana there. In your second quarter, you got the 5 of Wands, so internal conflict probably. I'm willing to believe this is more about internal conflict with self than anything else showing up in your second quarter. So maybe, maybe there's competition in what it is you're doing, and that frustrates you to some extent. What are the blockages, please, for the second quarter of 2022 for the pile number 4, please? That's too many cards, please. One card, please. One card, please. What is the blockage, please? Okay. Still wanting to come out in packs. The blockage. Page of Cups. New emotional experience. Psychic abilities showing up. 7 of Wands is a need for protection around some new emotional offer. And then you got another 5 here. You got a 5 of Wands and 5 of Cups. Sadness, regret. Needing for forgiving of the self. Blockage around conflict. Something is making you feel like you need to protect yourself about a new emotional beginning, offer, new experience. Is that could be an apology from someone. Maybe the blockage is resting too much in some type of sadness. I'm not sure if this is a person or not, but it could be. It could be protecting yourself against someone. And it's bringing on some sadness. Okay, let's see. Let's get some advice. So conflict, sadness. So maybe some setback here. Oh, goodness. Transformation and another major arcana showing up. Tower showing up. So change, sudden change. Sudden revelation, powerful and sudden revelation, breaking free of constant. So they're asking you to stop procrastinating and possibly releasing some beliefs that no longer serve you, moving away from situations that no longer serve you. And in tandem, you've got the Crossroads card. So change, sudden epiphanies, a releasing of things that aren't serving you, and it's a crossroads for you. We're saying we know there's change. We've actually brought this change in for you. It's a good thing. And here it is. Overanalyzing a situation. Same thing as that thinker card showing up. Asking you to make a decision here. Asking you to recognize that change is good. Fives everywhere. 5, 5, 5. Lots of change going on for you, pile 4s. Lots of change. 5 of Swords. Feeling like you've lost. Like it's what do they call it? A false victory. That this wasn't the way to make you happy. It's a block. Sadness and regret showing up in quarter 2, loss, a feeling of loss in quarter 3. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to talk about your 7 of Cups, which is lots of choices to be made. Something to, again, here it's repeating at the end. So in, oh God, my words aren't coming anymore. In quarter 3, no, in quarter 2, they're asking you, there's a change that's coming, something that you're not, it's a surprise, right? Some things you don't expect. It's going to ask you to make a decision. It's a crossroads. You're going to have to open up your heart. And again, at the end of quarter 2 and at the beginning of quarter 3, there's a choice to be made and a need to get clear on what it is you want to do going forward. So many options, right? And it can be confusing when you've got that many options. And then you've got, I jumped the gun, I've got this card of 5 of Swords, a feeling of loss and hanging on to the feelings of conflict, internal conflict, sadness, and loss. Those are your, so what is the advice? Make the decision. Saying working too hard. I like this is one. This is what I'm going to read. Working too hard at hard or multiple jobs. So you're doing a lot of things right now, which makes sense, right? You've got that 7 of Cups. You're very talented in many different ways, and you're having a hard time choosing. Remember, over here you're trying to alchemize a bunch of different things. So this is a theme. The need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. So still, and this is a 2 card, you've got 3 cards of choice right here. Here, here, and here. A choice needs to be made. They're asking you to sit down with this because you've been toiling with this, it seems, over the past quarters, right? Toiling, that word came up in a reading not long ago, but toiling sounds to me like what you're doing, toiling. And decisions are difficult for you. Like I said, you might be an air sign, like me, like a Libra. So at the 4th quarter of 2022, you've gotten 9 of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright, it's enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that has led to a luxurious life. So you like your independent, I like to call it the independent abundance card. You don't feel independently abundant at the 4th quarter. Why? You don't feel you've reached your 10 of Cups here. This is in your blockage. You're feeling very unhappy here. What are these 5s? I want to get more. I just want to ask, what are these 5s? What are all this? What 5 is missing? 5 of Cups. No, 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is missing, which means probably you may be dealing with a lack mindset around your prosperity. And I was just asking about these 5s, right? I was saying, what are these 5s about? All this change, conflict, pain, loss, sadness. You just want equal give and take. You just want to make what you're worth. And who doesn't, right? But we deserve to be paid, whatever that means to you. You deserve what you're worth, and we're worth a lot, right? 4 of, is this Wands? So much to celebrate. Yes, 4 of Wands. So the beauty here of this card is that it's showing up as your advice in the 4th quarter. Although you've been feeling very sad and lost up to this point, you make a decision, I believe, that turns things around. It's asking you to celebrate what you do have. There's a need for gratitude here. Again, another 4 and 4 about... So there's some unknowns. Again, that's that message of, one, there's messages coming from the divine, and not just for the 4th quarter, but through all of these quarters. Because this is more to me of an like an overview for you. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So gaining some clarity here in the fourth quarter. Or gaining clarity throughout this whole reading. That's what I feel. Clarity around how to get to receive what you're worth. You're going to take what you've learned and become the wounded healer. Protect what you've created, be prepared, never give up, ask your angels for help, environmental activism, and animal rights. Those last two don't mean any, I mean, they mean something, but as far as your message goes, your overriding message, getting clarity on what you're worth and what you deserve, abundantly speaking, and then using what you've learned about your self-worth to help others, quite honestly, to help others. Any final messages for our pile number 4s, please? Any final outcome card, please? Final outcome card. Wise Counselor, the Hermit. Unity with a spiritually minded community. So you may be involved in some type, or they may be suggesting you get into some type of community that is with like-minded people. Ask the divine for help and trust. The answers will come. You may be looking at new ways, new methods of helping others, new ideas around helping others. Anything else, please? Commitment to helping others. Anything else? All right, that's it, except for one more. We're going to do a limiting belief card. Yeah, they want you to work with others. 3 of Pentacles wanted to come out. You're going to be working with others. You're going to be helping others. Okay, please, we would like one limiting belief card in this reading. One limiting belief card, please, to end this reading. All right, here we go. And what came out was, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action is make somebody laugh today. So there's not been enough joy. There's not enough joy being infused into, so this is, you have free will, right? So maybe some of these heavy emotions and fears can be mitigated with some laughter, with some doing things that are joyful, getting out of the head and back into the heart, loving the self, taking care of the self. Laughter is the best medicine, they say. Leave any comments you want to. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for being here, pile number 4. We'll talk to you soon.